Hello everyone, this is Leela. I'm on today because I'm going to do a tag. It's a tag from, I got it from Krystle from Life with Krystle, and um, but she got it from the person who started, which is Nicole, My Reality with Nicole. They called it the Getting to Know You tag. So I'm going to do them one at a time. Um, Number one. Was I named after someone? My second name, yeah, my dad wanted me to have something that is like his name. My father's name was Jean-Marie. He's French, and well, I can speak both languages. I say that right now because he's French, and so I got his second name as Marie. The weird thing about it, though, when I went to check my to the court, the building, um, to change. I was gonna change my name to my husband's name, but we didn't do it, so that's fine. But they said that my first name is Marie, my second name is Lila. So it was weird because I think my dad might have made a mistake and wanted me to Lila Marie, but that's okay. I've always been called by Lila, so that's how I keep. But yeah, my second name, yeah, was named after. Just like we have a son that was named. Uh, his second name was of his eldest cousin. Um, yeah, he was my second oldest child, which like I've talked about to a lot of people, and I talked about here that he passed away. So yeah, and my youngest son is named after had name he chose his name after his grandfather. He has a name. Well, actually, he has names of both his. He has names from his great grandfathers, his grandfather. Yeah, he has those names. Yeah, we gave him that. So, um, next one is, do I have any other siblings? Yes, I do. I have, well, I have an eldest sister that lived in Jamaica, and she passed away a long time ago now. Never knew her. And then I have another sister. She's the second eldest, which lives at home with my mom, and yeah, she did. Okay. They're my half sisters, both of them, and she's the half sister of the other sister. And then I have a brother that passed away, and I have a younger sister, which lives in a different province as me. But yeah, I think we're the closest. Um, uh, we're the closest of all our siblings, and even um, our mother. We're not close to our mother either. Um, what is my favorite book? Next one. Favorite book. I know one book a book, a type of book I did like when I was young. There was a book that you did. Um, you go through. There was no. You didn't need dice or anything, but you go through and they, you know, you had different paths to go through, and you had to try to find the proper path. Because some of them would lead you to die, or other different issues, and you lose, and then you have to read that book again. Yeah, that's one though. I didn't need dice or any other thing points. You just went through and hopefully took the right road. Those are books I did love, and I still would like to find. But there seem to be those. There's a specific book, and yeah, I like that. Um, Books I like. I'm going to think here. books I like, and I don't know. I read a lot of books. I like to read children books to the dolls. And it's for a doll group. So yeah, I don't know. But well, one of them is I love you forever. I like you for always. As long as I'm with you, my baby you'll be. That is a book I do really love. Yes, that one. Seriously. I just thought about it. Yeah, I really love. Oh, and then another book that I really loved, and it's a book I never forget. My grandfather used to read it to me when I was a little girl. He's not my real grandpa, like I said, but I called him grandpa, so he was my grandpa. It was called Hope for the Flowers. That's a beautiful story. I think I read it online. I read it in parts because it's, or is there ever written a whole thing? I don't know, but it's a long story, but it's beautiful. It's about two butterflies, and they're, well, actually two, they're worms. Can't remember how you call those. Um, and yeah, their journey to becoming butterfly and what they had to do to become butterfly and butterflies. And yeah, it's really good. Those are my favorite books that I can think of, just like that, like off the bat. Um, what is my favorite color? Green. But then I have others that are under green. It's yellow and purple, green, yellow, and purple. But green is my top favorite um, color. Um, what is your favorite musical group or band? Uh, I don't know if I have a favorite. I like a lot of types of music, like a lot of people are saying. I like classical. Love the relaxing music that are like for meditation. I like some country. I'm not crazy all, but some country. I love some rap that are the good stuff, not all the swearing and all that. I love all kinds of music. That's what I can say, and bands and stuff. But if you're talking about a singer, I have a couple. I love Tim Minchin. He's incredible. He's funny. He sings songs that are so funny, and he's just hilarious. I like him very much. And then Sharice Pempenko, she is a singer, and well, I'm not sure if she's transgendered or not. Maybe, but anyways, beautiful, beautiful voice. And like I said, I don't transgender does not bother me. I'm fine with the LGBTQ group. I've been in it before. Um, just support and everything. Yeah, I'm very open-minded for that, and I wish more people were, because we are all different. Nobody's the same. They have feelings like us. They have different things happen. They have things just like us, and it's cruel that people thinks that being like that is wrong. That's not true. You're not like this, or it's not right. I don't think it's anybody else's decision what these people are going through, or it's very difficult. More people should be supporting instead of being so cruel to people like that. I mean, in the world, I'm talking. Um, so that's what I think. What's my favorite song? Um, I can't choose a favorite song. I have a lot of songs I like, and I'm sure in that I have many favorites depending on who's singing. So I cannot really say I have a favorite song. I just love music in general. So that's my answer. So when I grew up, what did I want to be when I grew up? That is simple. I'm a little girl, because I went to the hospital. I had leukemia, and I think even before then, before I even went to the hospital, 9 and a half, I always wanted to be a nurse. Um, so I did courses. I went to school and did classes, courses for nursing, but I tried. But every time I tried to do nursing, I'd get sick, or it would. it was too exhausting for me. I'd fall asleep. And because I have illnesses due to radiation that I had when I had leukemia and chemotherapy. Chemotherapy and radiation is really hard on the body. And some people might recover well, very well, but I didn't. I did not recover well. I recovered really badly, and it affected my whole body. And it was hard for me to accept that I couldn't work. I kept trying and trying and trying, and it just didn't work. My illness, my body can't deal with it. It's too much on my body. So I never really had a job. I did some training, some practicing, but again, not enough to get a diploma or paper showing that I can do nursing. So my dream of being a nurse, that was the biggest dream of any other thing I wanted to do. It's always from the beginning, from my little. And I know people, it changes, but me from when I was little, it was always being a nurse. I tried other things. I tried bookkeeping. No, it didn't work out. I was actually frustrated and I was crying. It was too hard for me. I tried woodworking. I really loved that. It was cabinet maker. But again, what was happening is I was too slow at making stuff, they were saying, and I could not pass an exam. Like, it was too much on my brain. I couldn't get through because I think I have a learning disability on top of this. It makes things even more difficult for me on top of everything else. Yeah. So yeah, I don't really have a job per se. No. I do. Yeah. Um, what's my favorite food? I'm going for Japanese food. Oh my God. Like, I love their rice. I've had their rice. So good. I have gluten intolerance. So I gotta watch what I eat. So I know that their food, they have a different ways in putting gluten. I know Chinese people to put gluten in their rice and stuff like that, but I read about Japanese and no, they don't usually. And I love sushi. Dude, I love sushi. I also love hamburgers because I miss it sometimes. Like there's a place I go here in Canada, in Ottawa. It's called The Works. It's really good. They make the best burgers I've ever had. Yeah. So if I go there, I'll eat the burgers for sure because it's like a burger place, and you can have like venison. You can have chicken burger, turkey burger, the normal hamburger, and a couple more meats. And I was like, and it's fun because then you can choose what you want. I think they might have a vegetarian one too, a burger. So yeah, but I can tell you that the burgers are delicious. They have this smoky taste, and oh, just oh, wonderful, wonderful. Last time I went, oh, my husband and I were even talking, like, if we had the money. There's one day we went to a funeral, and we said if we had the money, there was one not too far from where we would have went there right away and just ordered it because he also loves the way they cook their meat there. It's wonderful. It's the best. Um, do you have any animals? If so, what kind? So that's number 9 actually in my list. Yes, I do have animals. I have, and I know, I'm sure a lot of you have seen them. I have a dog named Caramel. I gotta call him Puppy. And I have a bird named Raz. I call him Raz, but his name is Raziel, but I call him Raz. So yeah, so I do have animals too, and I can tell you, you have no idea how it is. Like, I didn't know, but like how loving the birds would be until I really had one. What I did is I've taken care of my friends. Like, I'm doing again for a good many months now. I've been at my friend's house, taking care of her animals too, because she has 2 dogs and a bird. Mine is a Quaker. He's smaller, and what a wonderful bird. Love, love, love. And my friend has an African gray. This African gray parrot, and he talks and he makes sounds, and yeah, he's fun. He's fun to listen. to listen to and to watch. It's fun. He makes a lot of noise, different types of sounds. And then she has a golden retriever mix with, I can't remember the name, the type of her dog, but my dog is a Spitz, American Spitz type dog. So yeah, that's the animals that I have. With that, so I have two, a bird and a dog, and yeah, I'm so happy I have my bird. Um, okay, 10. What is your favorite type of art besides reborning? So I don't reborn, but I do other art. I can show you some stuff that I've done. Let's see here. I'm gonna put that aside. This is what I do. Let's see. I don't know if you're going to see it well on here, but there. I make things like these. They're tiny, but well, these ones are tiny. I have bigger than that. So I make these small things. They're like friendship bracelet, but I don't make them as friendship bracelet. This is more, I don't know if you want to hang it somewhere or for keychain or something. This one is an older one I've done in the past. So yeah. So these are just a couple. I have a lot more, but those are just a couple of things that I do. I also draw, and some people have seen my drawings. So I draw, and I love to color, and I have like a couple of special coloring books. So yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do other than reborn related. That's not reborn related. So now I'm at 11. What was your favorite subject in school? Art. Art was my favorite subject in school. I always loved art. Because when I was in the hospital, I learned a lot about art, and I loved it. I love to have art, some stuff to do. I can tell you when you're in a room for a super long time with 4 walls, it does get depressing. It's not fun to be in the hospital, I can say. And last time I was a while back now. But I was in for a month, so you can only imagine how complicated, how stressful it is. So yeah, I've always loved art. Art has always been my favorite subject. Do you like to sing? Yes, I do love to sing. I'm very shy. I have a hard time doing it. People say they love my voice. But yeah, I have a hard time singing. Like, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. So there you go. I also like to dance. Now my dancing is more like if you see people from Cuba or Jamaica dancing, I dance more like that because in my family, we're definitely Jamaicans. I'm part French, Canadian, and Jamaican, so I can speak both languages. But yeah, I can dance. That's one way my husband got attached to me. He loved to see me dance. Not just that, but yeah, that was one thing. He would dance behind me. I remember that we were dancing because we have when we go camping, and we haven't been in a long time because of all kinds of issues, anyways. And I did that. We do like a big bonfire at a certain place, and then everybody would dance around the fire. So we had a great time. I had a lot of friends, and we would just dance around the fire, and my husband would come and dance. When we were just friends, he'd dance behind me. Yeah, so it was funny. But yeah, that's how I dance. Can you play a musical instrument? I used to when I was young. I did it, and I did singing with it. I had a teacher. She was Korean, and um, she would teach me to play and sing. Although I was already capable of singing, but it's just to help practice my voice and stuff like that. So yeah, but the thing is that I never kept with it. I couldn't continue. She left, but she went back to Korea, and then we never really found another teacher like her. I mean, she was great. So um, yeah, so that's what. But yeah, I couldn't play. I know how to do scale. I could do the scale and then maybe a little bit. Maybe there's one song I think I can play, but other than that, no. But do I like to but myself? Okay. Was shy. I was scared, and then I was hurt from people a lot in my life. I was hurt. People would treat me cruel. They call me fat, ugly, um, words. There's just so many words that they would find. I wouldn't fit in the people that are black. I wouldn't fit in with people that are white. I wouldn't fit in. I was like an outcast in school for most of my life. No one were my really like friends that would stick around me. I didn't have. I had two friends though in high school that were there. I was with them and out and with them and out with them and out. So yeah, but they treat me nice. They treat me as part of their group. Anyways, but in the end, I found a group of my own, and we ended up becoming friends and stuff at the end. But none of us really stayed together. Like later on, we just all broke out and never really talked again. So, although one person I have talked to, but again, we're not close anymore. She used to be my best friend. Anyways, so what I like about myself, I'm assertive. I'm a strong-willed person. I find myself beautiful. I don't care what people say. If people wants me to treat me bad, though, I have a temper. I can get upset, and I think I have every right to with everything I had to go through. I like that I can tell the truth and not have to lie to people. I just tell them how I feel. I'm sorry if I hurt some people because of it, but this is me. And if you can't take the truth, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sorry if you don't want to have the truth, then don't come to me. I'm very helpful. I try to help all my friends at the best I can. I try to help my friends. Um, I'm there for my kids. Whatever they need, they can call me. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of good things about myself that I like. I mean, everybody's different. I've taught myself to step back and look into the other person's situation before judging, because sometimes what other person might be thinking might be not the same as you're thinking, and a lot of time people, this is where arguments and misconceptions and things that are maybe said or not right or rightly said comes. So um, sometimes taking back and looking at the other person, or trying to look at the other person's situation, is a good thing. And I've done that with my husband, and we're even closer than ever. Um, so yeah, these are really hard. Like even to love myself. When I was a teen, I didn't love myself. I didn't think I was beautiful. I had a hard time at home. I had a hard time at school. So um, I wanted to die. I wanted to do stuff, to myself. So yeah, I had a difficult past. So for me to be strong-willed and care for the people that I believe that are true friends, that's what I do. If somebody say they don't like me, usually I say too bad. That's fine. That's their decision. They don't. Not everybody has to like me. So yeah, yeah. And also people make mistakes about me. You think about me because if I'm gonna say it, but let's say if we talk to the LGBT group, I am bisexual, meaning I love women and men. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go jump Like maybe some people do, but not me. I don't just jump at anybody. I make friends and stuff like that. And if there's any feelings between each other, then well, you know. So, but I have my husband, and right now, we used to be. He's open. We're both open, but I mean, he's. I'm not. See, every relationship is different. So, um, we're open, but not completely. Like we do choose the people. Yeah. Again, I said I'm not doing anything. I'm done with that right now. I'm just my husband and I for me. For him, he's his it's his choice. Anyways, but that's our choice. Like everybody's different. So, but we're happy. We've been together for a very long time. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, if we're very happy and this works out, then I have no issues with that. So yeah. Okay, we are at. So yeah, I was talking about what I like about myself. Yeah, that's about it I can think of. Um, what would I change about myself? I wouldn't change a thing about myself. I'm happy about myself. I mean, I've changed things about myself to make me who I am today. So I don't need to change myself. I mean, even with my kids, I find I'm a better parent today than I was in the past. So yeah, I have nothing to change about myself. I changed most of my things. So no, I have nothing to change. My biggest fear, I have a couple of fears. I remember some people talking about being on the bridge. Yeah, for me, it's not like my fear is not that the bridge collapses. My fear is always that we would be on the bridge and then we drive and then the car would slam into the side of the bridge and then fall into the water. That's my fear. Yes, I can swim. Yes, I know how to get a situation like that. But it's when you get, if that ever happens, to get in there, you don't know how you're going to react. So yeah, it's scary. I'm scared of that. Another thing is when I was driving, even if I'm not driving, but when I was driving, I'm scared of the big trucks. I'm always scared that something, either they're one that carrying so that the things are gonna roll off and in my direction of the car, and then I'll die by accident, or the big trucks will bang into me because they're so big. I'm scared of being hit in my car. It's small, and that's a big enormous truck. So yeah, whenever I was driving and there was trucks, I would hang on to the left a little more. My husband's like, he's on the other side of the road. You should be fine. I'm like, yes, I don't like to be beside trucks. So that was my fear. I had a hard time, and I started. I took driving lessons in my 20s because I was scared, and the reason I took the driving test on my 20s because I was wanting to be more independent because my grandfather was getting older, so I wanted to be more independent. But truthfully, and I don't drive, and I'm fine. But yeah, when I drive, I was scared of the trucks and stuff. Also, the and the phobias, we might have added them together. So my phobia, okay, I'm scared of heights. I don't like. It's not a phobia though because I can still tempt myself to look down and everything, and it feels funny in my stomach, but I still do it, and so it's not a phobia. But my phobia is ostriches. I don't. Snakes don't bother me. I used to take snakes out of my basement all the time. Bees don't bother me. Alligators, whatever, lizards, whatever. Um, Bugs, spiders, whatever. I don't like earwigs. Don't like them. Doesn't mean I have fear of them. Just don't like them at all. But yeah. I've taken care of my sister's tarantula. I think it was her ex-boyfriend at that time, whatever. I taken care of. I took a wild bird. There was a bird in the window of my friend. I took that out. Um, and no, I've never met an alligator, but I'm not scared of it either. Yeah, things that people are usually scared of, I'm not, but I'm scared of ostriches. I have my own reasons. um, just from what I know about ostriches and what I read about ostriches and what I've watched about ostrich, I don't know why, but big birds like that scare me. So um, I think somebody was telling me that it could be because of also my past where I already saw uh, an ostrich. I can't remember. I was been very young or very young, but I was running. I could run around there. I was maybe 4 or 5, maybe I don't know. And I remember an ostrich scared me, So I'm not sure. I don't know how it happened, where I was and or anything, but yeah. Um, who's my favorite actress? Whoopi Goldberg, Julia Roberts. Um, the guy from Pretty Woman. I can't remember his name. Um, um, I love Angelina Jolie. I love her. Um, mm, did I say Whoopi Goldberg? I love her. Um, who else? I don't know. I can't remember any right now. 20. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? I already know the answer to that. The first place, the place that my husband, I never went to Jamaica, but it's not even the list. My husband and I would love to go to Australia, and I would like to visit also the UK. But my husband and I always wanted to visit Australia. That would be the first place. And then I'd like to go to China and Japan and visit there because in China they have the monks and they do martial arts. I'd love to go see that. And that, but I'm touring around for sure too. But yeah, also in Japan they have something similar, sword fighting and stuff. But I'd like to go visit Japan. My dream would be also be to live in Japan. I just love their culture and everything. I'd love to go live there. Um, so yeah, that's the place I would actually want to go. Those places. Other places would be after, but these are my top 3 places I want to go. 4. I was 4 because I said UK. Yeah. Um, what is my favorite TV show? Well, I don't watch TV. I watch movies, and the next one is what is your favorite movie? Okay. If you want about TV shows, I watch a lot of anime. I'm an anime person. I love anime. I have loved real reality TV. And for movies, I love horror movies and also anime movies. Um, I like suspense movies when you're trying to wonder what's going on. Um, Yeah, I love cartoons. I do. I love cartoons. I've always in love with Looney Tunes. Really love that. I love um, Bugs Bunny. I love, and one of I'm gonna say my favorite movie right now is the Trolls. The Trolls movie. There's just something about it that I was very connected to. I really love the Trolls. Another one that I've loved in the past was Avatar. And I'd love to get an Avatar reborn. So yeah, I'm hoping to put money aside for that. So yeah, that's what I love right now. I also love Ferngully. Ferngully is another movie I liked. Cinderella is one of my top ones. I love Cinderella. I've always loved Cinderella. Movies, reality, well, like reality, I mean, with real people. Um, yeah. So I love a lot of cartoons. I miss the Smurfs. I used to play on TV. I loved that. I love the Smurfs. I used to watch it in French, Les Schtroumpfs, and I still want to watch it in French. That's where it started in French. Um, a lot of the older shows that used to play on TV, I really love. I used to love action, and now it's like, nope, nope. As I grew older, it's like, nope. Not that I'm that old, but still, it's like, no, I don't. Not very interested in action. It has to be really something I'm interested in to watch action, because no, not really. So yeah, that's just the movies I still love. Yeah, or TV shows, or Um, my favorite was Papa Smurf. I liked him. What is my favorite season? Is number 23. Fall. The weather seems to stable a lot more here in Canada, because in Canada the weather is like up and down crazy, especially spring. It's not fun in spring. It goes up, down, up, down, up, So, and it doesn't help with people that have illness. Like me and my friend really suffer with it, because we have allergies, and well, I have allergies, and one of my guy friend has it, and it's really bad. My other friend, she has two types of arthritis and other. It bothers her. Also bothers my body pain, because I have fibromyalgia, so my body pain can be worse sometimes. The weather is crazy during spring, and summer my allergies are still, and I still have pain in summer. I have pain through the year, but anyways. Um, so, but I think during winter it slows down, but it's still not my favorite. I rather have fall. I love like the leaves crunching, the colors of the leaves. I loved the different colors we have in Canada. You get the yellow and the green, because they have some green, brown, and red, and oh, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Fall is one of my favorite, and you can hear this crunch, scrunch when you're walking, and um, yeah, like I know winter's coming, but I do loves fall. And I wish like fall would be a lot longer, so that we get a shorter winter, longer fall, and then we have the spring, summer as a shorter part too, like together or whatever. So yeah. Um, what do I like to do on Fridays? I can't really answer that. I'm not a person that works. So, but one thing is on the weekend, either on Friday or depending what my husband is doing on those time, we'll play board games. And then again, right now it's all around. That's why I'm saying I don't really have a specific thing I like to do on Fridays, because we have more than that days to do stuff together with, because since I have illness, and I don't really, but one thing, like I said, there's one thing I love to do with my husband and my family is play board games, and not always. We are gamers on computer too. We love computer. I love games on computer. I play a lot of researching, finding things, games, those type of things. And But board games is one of my favorite time, when you just spend it with your partner or your family, your kids. Because on Saturdays, every month we spend time with our kids, and we play board games, and I think I love that. It's well, we do different activities, but I'm saying when we do play board games, it's fun. We're interacting with each other and talking. I love that. Board games is one of my favorite thing. Like, I mean, I notice all these games people play, but you guys should go back. A lot of you should go back to board games. If you don't, it's so much fun. Like, you play with your family and stuff. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, if you've played board games before, my husband gets the specific. They're not the ones that you normally would find in the store. All of them. So they have some you can, but some are more specific, and you can't get it in the store. So, or normal store, you'd have to go like a game store. Like, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's another thing. Do I have children? I just talked about my kids. That's funny. Okay, so I have a 19-year-old that's living with his friend and parents. So that's his choice. It's his age. I don't hear much from him, but when he wants to call, I'm there. So yeah, one. Um, my second child, my male child, passed away in 2007, and yeah, so um, when his birthday comes, it's a bit difficult, but yeah, we get through it. Um, and like people would say, you'll get through it. Um, the issue is yes, but no, because these are always on your mind. The people that pass away are always on your mind. They're always there on your mind. And I've said throughout this year that this year's difficult, and sometimes I wish they were there to help out, but they'd help out a little bit. I mean, I still want to still be independent at the most possible. So because we hate asking for help. But I know sometimes we need to. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, it would be fun if this person was still alive or this person was still alive. Yeah. So yeah, my second, yeah, child. Now my third one, my little genius. He's such a genius. He will come out with words you don't expect coming up that comes up, and in everything he talks about, everything he says, he talks like I would talk to my husband, or my husband would talk with somebody else. So he talks like an adult would talk, definitely. Um, so yeah, and he's an AB student all the time. He's an AB student, so yeah, I don't worry about him. It's my oldest that I worry more. He has more of a learning disability, so it's a lot harder for him. But yeah, if you knew my son, you'd see he's a character. He's funny. Oh, he's just wonderful. I love that little one. I love them all, but he has this thing I love about him. Yeah. Um, am I married? Oh, I talked to my husband about my husband throughout a while. Yes, we were married. I think it's 14 years. Um, um, I think it was like 14 years we've been together, something like that. So yeah, we've been together for a long time, and we want to be with each other for even longer. Now, the next 27 is, what is your favorite car? We don't, okay, my husband and I do not own a car. We don't drive a car. But if you want my all-time favorite cars are the old-fashioned cars, the little trucks that they had in the past. There, those beautiful old-fashioned, like the old-fashioned cars. They're beautiful cars. Oh my God, I see people with them or people driving them, and I'm like, oh my God, I love those cars. Yeah, I love those cars. And in the more recent, if you want to say that, is Chrysler 3000. I love those cars too. But I'm telling you, if you want what I love, is the old-fashioned cars. I love them. That is my favorite car. But I like the trucks, so, what musical act have I seen live? I have seen Weird Al. I have seen, what is it called? Prozac is another group. Um, did I see anybody else? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember, but I might have seen others. But yeah, at least those I remember very well. So, um, can you speak more languages? Oui, je peux parler français aussi. Et puis, je parle français très bien à cause que mon père, lui aussi, parlait français. Alors, c'est pour ça. Ma sœur, ma plus jeune sœur et moi, on parle français ensemble. So yeah, I've just said that I can speak French and that I was born to speak. My mom was English, my dad was French, and that my sister and I we both speak English and French together. And we won't like mix it like some people. We'll talk in French, and then we'll change to English, and like that. So yes, we both speak French and English, or I do. Um, so okay, so the musical act was after, okay. Um, the language, but whatever. That was 29. And then 30, if money were no object, what is one thing you would buy? Okay, I would buy a property where I would either there would be a house or build a house to look like an old-fashioned house, small house. I don't want to. I know a lot of people were talking about it wanting big houses. No, I don't want a big house. I want a small house, um, that can that works for my husband and I and my family. I don't want anything big. No, no. Even if it was 2 floors or just 1 floor that has some rooms and just work around it, whatever. I don't want a big house. I want a small house, like a not tiny house, but a small house, and live in the country and have some animals and a garden and um, you know that's my dream. I would love to live and I wouldn't want to be close to a highway. So that's my dream. My dream has always been to have live in the country, and I don't want an enormous house. That was never my dream. Um, so and then if money was, I'd use some of that money to help my family and friends. Definitely. To live a happier, well, a better life for them. I don't know if better. I mean, because I can't say I hate my life. It's nice and just difficult what I'm going through. Just to help a little bit more. Um, I don't know. Don't know. Um, yeah, I definitely help my family and friends. And maybe um, be able to travel would be a nice way thing to. It would be nice and fun to try. If you're going in the plane and you're at the what you call it? Oh, the better seats. Not just that I would want to be there, just it would be fun to see how it would be. But truthfully, I would still be willing to ride with everybody else. I don't mind. So yeah, me, I'm just a simple person, and I don't need a ton. And I would help charities. Definitely would want to help charities. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Um, yeah. So yeah, I would like to do a lot. I would do a lot of good things I could with the money. Um, and I'd just make sure that everybody is settled and good so that when I do that I have pass away, that all my family and friends are all settled in properly and yeah, that's what I would do. I would do it for my friends and family. And that is my 30 questions. Well, 30 questions that was from Nicole. So yeah, that's everything I told you about myself that I know. Um, so that is not doll related at all. I haven't talked about my dolls at all, but about me. So yeah, everybody, I hope you like my video. I know it's like almost 15 minutes that I've talked, but to be able to tell you a lot about me, I had to do it. And if you want to listen to my video to the end, that's your choice. If you don't want to, that's your choice too. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come. I hope you can come and watch me again. I'll come back for sure. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye for now.